My parents, Wally and Dominique, and myself live right beside the Vaal River, near a small city in South Africa. Around 13 years ago, our home was destroyed by flooding when the river levels rose and went right over our roof. This happened 2 years in a row. My parents poured their hearts into repairing the place and built it up, little by little, with very little money. 7 years ago, they started Serenity Place of Restoration, a small guest house where people could share in the beauty of their spot on the river and also enjoy fishing. With Dad being out of work, this became their source of income, starting off with 3 units. They survived through the COVID-19 pandemic after being shut down for 3 full months and were extremely blessed to be able to continue with the business. My dad is the hardest worker I've ever known, and he has welded, repaired, painted, and created every single little thing at Serenity with his own 2 hands. From building the new chalets, designing and building a beautiful steel gate at the main entrance, down to the smallest precision details, like making toilet roll holders to give Serenity that personal touch. Last year, he built 2 new fishing decks, and a week after completion, the river levels rose again, causing them to get damaged. But my dad didn't give up. He repaired them and we carried on with the business. My dad was diagnosed with 2 aneurysms recently, and we had used most of our savings for the medical expenses. We are grateful that we had savings and that we've managed to stay afloat through what has been a rather difficult year financially. We were hopeful that our December income would give us a much-needed boost. On November 14, the river came up dramatically after the Vaal Dam had opened 8 sluice gates in one day due to heavy and unexpected rainfalls. We had to evacuate not only my parents' house, but 4 guest house units as well. We have decided that it's time to do things differently, and as soon as we can start operations again, we will save and build 3 new units further up away from the floodline. This way we can avoid being in such a situation again. We felt it best to refund all our bookings for the remainder of the year, and as it stands, our savings are depleted and our bank account is now empty. As this is the only income that my parents have, we would like to ask for any donations towards the restoration of Serenity, as well as helping my family get through the next few months while the business is closed. Serenity is not just a home for us, but also a home for the people who have stayed here in the past, as well as creating jobs and homes for our 5 employees. We would be heartbroken to let it go.